My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu number 2. So, this is a very important video. It is for children and adults, and I'm going to try to PG-13 this thing, which is almost impossible for me. But since I am the self-proclaimed king of the impossible, I'm going to do the best I can. Alright? So, if you, if you're up to speed with the news, there has been a few arrests, alright, of a 15-year-old girl who took a snapshot of a picture in a store of a rifle and said, "Don't come to school tomorrow." There's been a 15-year-old boy who texted in some kind of threat to school, and both of them have been arrested, and it's been all over the news, and the parents of the boys have been on TV talking about it was a joke, blah, 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 yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. My thing on that is, I understand why the cops are doing the no tolerance. I understand that. It's one of those things that you cannot take lightly. So for all you children out here, I'm a person who's been bullied in school. All right, so I'm gonna keep this shit real. I have learned martial arts when I was 7 years old, and I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. I don't get to practice now because of my hip, especially today, since the dog messed me up. And when I was going to school in the 90s and in the 80s, I was bullied big time. And I knew I could fight, and I knew I could take them out. But my mom was my disciplinarian, and she didn't play that crap. So even though I knew I could fight them, they bullied me, and I let it happen because I was more afraid of my mama than I was of them. Plus, I really wanted to graduate high school, and it was not an easy route. And I'll be the first to tell you, I had those thoughts that the Columbine kids came. I had wanted to bring knives to school. I wanted to bring guns to school, but I didn't own any guns. I had a ton of knives, and I could take them anywhere. But then I remembered, I know Kung Fu. They're just spitting out words that really can't hurt me. Sadly, that part was not true. The words hurt me because they kept threatening to beat me up. Now, they never followed through with the threats. But I'm surely the sole reason why the class of 1993 for Charlottesville High School didn't have a class reunion. So to the class of 1993, let me apologize because I'm pretty sure that I was the reason why we didn't have a high school reunion, because I pretty much told every one of my bullies before the internet was a thing that if we ever had a high school reunion, that I would chain the back doors and let everybody out except my bullies and chain them in the front door with me and see what they got from all that crap that they did. Now, I grew up. I done slightly forgiven them. Okay, let's keep this shit real. I ain't forgave no goddamn body. Alright? The difference maker is they haven't came at me since we got out of high school. Couple of incidences, yes, but they ain't came at me ready to go. And I ain't never stopped wanting to beat them up. And I still feel that way about quite a few of them, especially everyone that was in Miss Jones' class and everyone that bullied me at Walker School in Miss Farmelat's class. Miss Jones' class and Miss Farmelat class and a couple people in Miss Kruger's class. If I ever meet you, even though we've grown and even though you may have changed, it doesn't change what you've done to me. And it doesn't mean that I should not beat you up. It just means that because I'm grown and I respect the law and I was a member of the United States Army, I got to put all that crap on the back burner. However, I will say that if I find a black ninja suit and find out where you live, I probably will encounter you at some point in your life. Now, as much as I would love for that to be a true statement, it ain't. I ain't never going to find these bastards that bully me. And I know for a fact that if they was as badass as they pretend to be back in school, they would have got me back then. But they didn't. and I will explain why. So in Miss Jones' class, I did the one thing that I should have done from the jump. I'm sure you bullies out there remember this day, especially since you all ran. One bully in particular who I jumped at B&R Market, who lost all of his fire when he was by himself. Yeah, you know who you are. I know you took some MMA. You still can't beat me. I promise you that. All the MMA in the world ain't gonna do a butt of good against military training. And some of the MMA may be military training. I took these things to school. Alright? I went to school for 9 months. And the teacher watched and listened and watched some more as 7 black kids, basketball players, football players, possibly wrestlers, possibly baseball players, picked on me in her class on a daily basis. And I'm trying to learn stuff. I'm trying to get my biology on. I'm trying to get the hell out of class. But I got these bullies. And they're sitting in school picking on the one kid that's a half-breed and knows it, and the teacher. All of these black kids just picking on me. And they're hitting me with spitballs and hitting me with balls of paper being thrown across the room, and she's just teaching class and acting like this crap ain't happening. Yes, Miss Jones, I'm referring to you. And if you're still alive, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I hope that if you're still teaching, you've grown up and respect the right that kids want to learn and not be picked on in school. Now, I had a teacher that I looked up to, and they picked on him too. His name was Mr. Terry, and I thank you, Mr. Terry, for giving me strength to not decide to destroy my life by beating these guys' butts. So, when we were in Miss Jones' class, they were picking on me for 9 months straight. You know, because you go to school for 9 months. If you don't count Christmas and you don't count other holidays, you're basically in school for the length that it takes to make a baby. You know, and they picked on me every day. But most of them in the classes. In the 9th grade I was picked on. In the 10th grade I was picked on. In the 11th grade I was picked on. In the 12th grade I was picked on. And people wonder why people go to school with protection. Because teachers don't do anything. When I was in Mr. Freeman class, I had to defend myself against a tall goon who crashed into a chalkboard because he was smacking us in the head every day. And I got tired of it. Those nunchucks there, I took to school from Miss Jones' class because it was 7 of them and there was only 1 of me. And I told them on the last day they picked on me, I said, this stuff ends today. That was not the word I used, but it did start with an S and ended with a T. So, shut the front door. Anyway, that's probably not the right analogy. But, you know, I took the chucks out and I said, these things right here, it's going to even the playing field. Y'all outnumber me. But when that bell ring, me and these things right here, we're going to show you how I feel. Then I thought about it. I might actually go to jail. So I thought about it again. As a matter of fact, I ain't going to use these. I put them back in my long, big, oversized book bag and zipped it back up and I said, I'm going to taste some blood today. Now, there's 7 of y'all, so y'all might be able to overpower me, but I can promise you, you ain't going to forget who the hell I am when this is done. So, you're wondering, what does this have to do with the kids in the news? I'm getting there. I haven't jumped off track. Trust me when I tell you, I'm right where I want to be. So the bell rings. And I throw that backpack outside, and I come outside, and I post up like the Rock. And I'm like, let's go. Y'all want to fight? Y'all want to bully? It ends today. Because after the day, ain't none of y'all gonna bother me no more. Because I might go to the hospital. But 3 out of the 7 of y'all is going to the morgue. Because I'm done playing. I know Kung Fu, and it's time I used it. So when the bell rung, the classroom has 3 doors. The door behind Miss Jones, the door I went out of, and the door at the back of the room. And you would think since all of these guys were 5'7" or better, they would have stood and fought me. That didn't happen. They ran. I had reached fuck it. I didn't give a damn if I made it to the 12th grade. All I gave a damn about was stopping them from bothering me Because Miss Jones, the teacher, the authority figure, did nothing. There's a Chinese proverb, and I'm going to give it to you. All it takes for evil to succeed is for good people to stand by and do nothing. Which is exactly what she did. I know, you're thinking, what does this have to do with the kids in the news? I'm getting there. The next year, in the 12th grade, I got bullied by a freaking freshman. And I want to say a special shout out to Gordy Hay for saving my life from me killing him and myself. So I thank you, Gordy Hay, because I did not beat the little blonde mop top fucker up or his little brown sidekick because it was a salt and pepper crime and they picked on me every day. I took care of the girl by getting two of my female cousins, who will remain nameless, on her. Because a real man don't beat women. He just gets a woman to do it for him. Which is exactly what I did. I got two women to go after the one woman because these hands don't hit chicks. They touch boobs. They touch butts. But they don't hit a chick. That's above my pay grade. But I have female cousins who, just like me, they like to fight. So they took care of her. And then the little blonde mop top little SOB would not stop. And luckily for him, I got friends who told me that I could be my own worst enemy if I beat the little freshman up. And though the little freshman was way bigger than me by about 4 or 5 inches, because I was 5'3" by then, he was like a good 5'8". Big old little blonde bully. And my teacher, Miss Stapleton, never noticed because he didn't do anything while she was there. And neither did the Miss Pepper partner of his. So, he got away with a lot of stuff before class, during class, etc. And, it was kind of crazy. Sorry, got to finish this text. Again, got to finish this text. Anyhow, that being said, now I finish this text. The whole thing was, when people do nothing, it's not because they don't care. It's because some people just don't see it. But when they're looking right at you while it's happening, it's a whole different ballgame. By the way, in the 11th grade, I got a referral for that. And that wasn't cool because they never did anything to the sports players, but they did something to me. And the principal, who was my cousin, ripped the thing up after I explained the whole story and how for 9 months I sat in class and the teacher did nothing. In the 9th grade, the teacher was kind of scared because the guy that was bullying me was like 6'5", So when he kept hitting us and I decided that he wasn't going to hit me anymore and I ducked and he slammed into that chalkboard, he stopped doing that because he embarrassed himself so badly. Yeah, you know who you are. You know exactly who you are, you tall, skinny, linky bastard. Because he's the same guy that I was going to help another kid who he was bullying in Miss Kruger's class when Miss Kruger stepped out. But that kid wound up betraying me and deciding to side with the guy who was going to take his lunch money. Then the big bully says, I'm going to take your lunch money. And I said, I'll be damned. While you're out getting all the sex with all the girls because you're on the sports team, and I'm busting my ass at Kegler's hearing some white fella call me cheap every day, and you think you're going to just take my money? I'm going to say, you can try. It ain't going to work out like you think, big guy. Because I do know Kung Fu, and you might be stronger than me, but I'm going to hurt you. And I'm going to hurt you bad. By this time, he already knew because we played football together and they kept trying to make me flip and I started kicking people in their damn chest. And it hurts to get kicked in the chest. If you've never been a martial artist, if you've never been in a martial art fight, getting kicked in the chest sucks. And if you get kicked right, you go to sleep. So, the kids in the news. See, I tell you I bring it all the way back around. The kids have gotten arrested for making threats. As you know, we've had a massive load of shooting between 2017 to the current year of 2019. And a lot of them has been school shootings. A lot of the school shootings, some has happened here in Virginia, then there was the one in Florida. Well, the 2 cases where they were getting arrested happened somewhere down south and somewhere out west. And then there was just a shooting not too long back. So police officers around the country are not taking these threats lightly anymore. when they get bomb threats and things like that, they move into action for a reason. Some of them have kids. They don't want their kids going to school to get shot the hell up. So to you kids, if you're watching this video, and if you watch this video, and if I have offended anyone whose kids watch this video, I'm sorry, but they need to know. You can't play games with people's lives. You can't. And you can't go around threatening people, and you can't go around threatening schools. You can't do stupid stuff, because stupid stuff will get you in a world of trouble. And I recommend that you don't do stupid stuff. I'm James Williams Jr. Please don't do anything stupid. Please go to school and get your education. And if you're being bullied, I will do this for you, because no one did it for me. If you are being bullied, don't be ashamed to go talk to someone. I'm going to tell you, I was ashamed. I was dreadfully ashamed. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my friends. Some of my friends knew, but they didn't really do anything because they were friends with the bastards that was bullying me on some level or another, because they were all on the sports team. They never told the bullies to back off. And when I asked my friends about it, they said, oh, well, we knew you could probably kick their ass, so we didn't worry about it. The problem was, the bullies would not fight me at school. They only taunted me. The bullies would not fight me outside of school, especially the poor little dark bastard that came at me at B&R, but actually, I kind of came at him. Let's own my shit. I literally was going to try to kill him that day, because he picked on me for so long, so long, and he had it coming. You know, sometimes you do have things coming. When you pick on people, you need to be ready for what's going to come at you. So don't bully people, and don't think that you're going to just walk through life and think that somebody's not going to do it. And worse than that, if you're a bully one day, you're going to have children. And the people you pick on is who your child's going to be like. And they're going to get bullied. And you should probably take that into consideration, because if you're a bully and your kids are getting bullied, then you'll know exactly how I felt when I was being bullied. Now, I hope your kids aren't being bullied, but if they are, they're not getting bullied by my kids, because I don't have any kids. But if I had kids, they'd probably be friends. And my kids would probably be teaching your kids how to fight, but how not to be a bully. So to the kids in the news, first I apologize to you, and I apologize for your families that you made stupid decisions. Please don't make stupid decisions. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you. Maybe.